One game and one win so far in pre-season. It's safe to say that the promotion party has just begun. Hi, my name is James and welcome back to a brand new match review here on the channel. Obviously, that is not true. We're obviously not going to be starting the promotion party just yet. But Reading did end up playing their first pre-season game of the season today. We ended up being 2-0 winners against Colchester in a behind closed doors friendly at Bearwood Park. Now, Reading ended up winning the game by 2-0. There was an own goal which came from a corner, and then Lucas João was fouled in the penalty area, and Meite was able to put the ball in the back of the net to give Reading the goals. Now, it's pre-season. I'm not going to take this overboard. We're just here to talk about what happened. Now, it seemed like Reading were in control for the majority of the game, and it's something that what I was talking about in the Reading recap is what I was hoping would happen. I was hoping Reading would have a positive performance. Listen, I don't care if it's pre-season. I don't care if it's just fitness. Last season, Reading had barely any positive performances. So to come away with a positive performance and a 2-0 win today, I am more than happy. When was the last time Reading kept a clean sheet? I cannot tell you off the top of my head. If someone can tell me in the comment section below, I would very much be appreciated. Yeah, it's only pre-season, but I am going to count it either way. It's been a very long time since Reading kept a clean sheet, and it's one that we kept today. Joe Lumley started off in net, and I think halfway through the first half, or towards the end of the first half, Luke Southwood ended up taking responsibilities in goal. So we tested out two goalkeepers. Dean Bazunas was not one of the ones that was in goal today, so it was Lumley and Southwood that were the two men that were battling it out. We also saw some trial players play some games. So the likes of Connor Wickham played up front for Reading, as well as Brandon Ormond Otterwill. Apologies if I'm looking off to the side, it's because I've got the notes up here on the side. But in terms of the team that started for Reading, it was very kept under wraps, which is apparently something that Paul Ince wants to do throughout this pre-season, is keep a lot of it under wraps. Obviously, with the trialist being Connor Wickham, it was something that Reading fans were able to decipher on Twitter, and the same with the left-back, whose name escapes me already, Brandon Ormond Otterwill. Let's call him OO for short. But yeah, it was something that Reading fans were able to decipher. Tom Holmes, Tom Ince and Lucas João were some of the players that were named in the starting 11. And Tom McIntyre, Ovie Ejaria, Dejan Tetek, Louis Holtzman, Kian Levy and Gerald Dorset were some of the players that came on in the second half. Trialists, though, were the ones that played. Listen, this OO guy seems to be a decent left back. He's been playing abroad for the last few years and seems like someone that Reading was linked to previously. And at the moment, we really need a left-back quite desperately. So personally, I would take him instantly. I haven't seen any footage of him play. Haven't seen anything to do with him at all. But at the moment, Reading are desperate for a left-back. And if he's the option that we've got available, then let's go ahead and do it. We've also been linked recently to Forest Green's left-back, who recently has become available. He managed to get 10 goals and 12 assists, I think it was 8 goals and 12 assists from left-back last year. Again, that sounds like someone I would very much like to take on. I was talking about this in the Reading recap, and it seems like something that, or the Reading roundup, sorry. It sounds like something that Reading seem to be looking at with this transfer strategy with Mark Bowen back in charge of Director of Football. We're looking more towards the lower leagues, and we're looking more towards them players that traditionally are the Reading way. Finding players from lower league teams and making them into diamonds into the rough. It seems to be what Mark Bowen's plan is going forward, and hopefully it's going to be working out. I mean, looking at some of the players we've been looking at, it just seems like positive outlets. Recently, it's come out that Massimo Luongo has been on trial at Reading as well, and I didn't know if he took part today, but he's someone that personally I wouldn't even bother with a trial. I'd snap him up straight away, especially for a club that at the moment are currently sitting with just Dejan Tetek as central midfielders. Luongo is someone I would definitely take on board. The man has struggled with injuries in the past, but he's someone that I would definitely take a look at, and someone that I would definitely want to see Reading, even if it was a year deal, bring him in. Now, talking about back to the game, it was a 2-0 win for Reading. Meite was able to slot a penalty away after Lucas João was fouled in the box. There wasn't too much that came out. It was just the admin on Twitter that was able to really tell us what happened about the game. Lucas João seemed to be a danger man up front, and Meite seemed to be also quite lively. having a shot cleared off the line just minutes into the game. Dejan Tetek as well, he was able to display some good midfield work. He was nearly went close to a third and apparently was able to track back as well. Was able to make a good tackle, really. He was able to stop a Colchester counter-attack. Oviajaria was doing Oviajaria things. He managed to make his way past 1-2 defenders, make his way around the goalkeeper, track back, got past another defender, and then wasn't able to finish. Oviajaria doing Oviajaria things, looking great with the ball in the build-up, but when it comes to the final product, he is unable to produce. So hopefully that'll be something we can see a little bit more of coming forward this season, is the final product from Oviajaria. So moving on now, it's going to see Reading play Benfica in their next pre-season friendly before a home game against West Ham. We're then playing Wimbledon away and Brighton at home. So that's going to be the other pre-season games we've got coming up. Hopefully we can see a few more trialists. Hopefully we can see a few more additions to the squad. It was recently announced today as well that Femi Aziz has ended up signing a brand new 2-year contract. He was one of the players that I said I would give a new deal to in the Reading Roundup. So yeah, it's good to see him signing a new deal at the club, a 2-year deal. It's good to see his song will continue as well in Club 1871. It's also been rumoured that Shane Long has signed a 1-year deal at Reading. Nothing's been confirmed just yet, but his wife started following Reading on Instagram and she's been liking comments on Instagram in the comment section in regards to bring Longy home. So I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing Shane Long. He was out of the two options. I did say I'd rather Andre Gray, but listen, if Shane Long's coming home, no one's going to be complaining. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below of the game. Obviously no highlights have been released. Paul Ince has been a little bit stingy in terms of what he wants to be released out there. No journalists were even allowed to be at the game today. So yeah, a bit stingy on what we can and can't release. But we've been talking about the game from what we've got out there anyway. So tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. I've been James. We'll see you all in the next video for the Reading Roundup coming out on Friday. See you next time. See ya.